Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. To the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. My friends. Stefan, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the farming. Welcome to the farming. What is farming? Let's see what he says. He's not reading it out loud. Give answer again.
Farming is growing plants and raising animals for food and materials.
Oh, raising animals is also considered farming. I actually never thought about that. But it is, and it makes sense, right? Hello, Hellblazer. I don't even know how my muscle memory allowed me to click so fast on the pop-up notification. I don't think I personally make notifications for channels. I subscribe often and I post comments often. Mostly I say noise when something I like something. And people are excited, you know. Mostly it's on new channels like Cinema 4D or Unreal or you know, channels that do something. So yeah. Hello Hellblazer, Brax, Pikachu. Welcome, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hear those pigeons? There are pigeons on the roof. So today is going to be a regular stream, just 2 hours, because 2 hours is a good spot. You know, I've tried 3, 4. I feel like 2, maybe 3, because sometimes at the 2 hour mark, I'm not yet tired. I still have energy. There's maybe 2:30, 2:15, something like that. I'm trying to do the streams at the pace that is good. And I try to not organize. I try not to have stuff to do, you know, so that I have to stop. Will you continue the Gordon Freeman arc? Yes. He continue. Do you think I should add anything to his head next time? Next time I have a video with the Half-Life 1. I am Gordon Freeman. I remember
Nice
I
to
did
meet
this.
You. Drive. Freeman. The world's counting on you, again.
I remember I did this, maybe I told this on the stream already. He didn't believe me. It was like a year ago. I said, I am Gordon Freeman, and he kept saying, well, that's nice that you identify with the character of the game, but, you know, it's important to know that you are not actually. And that was kind of funny. I was trying to convince him that I am. And now he just says, nice to meet you, Dr. Freeman. That's it. Head crab. Oh, head crab is a logical choice, but, you know, maybe a hat. Is there a hat? Is there a hat, head crab hat, where you have these, you know, the crab legs are like warmers for your ears? Crown of bent crowbars. That makes me think of the Game of Thrones, the throne of crowbars. In Game of Thrones, Game of Crowbars. I've never owned a crowbar, ever. I guess that's true of most people, isn't it? So today, I'm gonna just, I don't know. I'm just gonna get random stuff. Just gonna do some farming. Just gonna do some farming. Tomorrow is a big day. I send in the application. I try to polish everything as much as I can before, anyone reads my application. Do you ever rub your belly just to feel the comfort of it? No, I don't even know what it... Excuse me. I honestly don't know. I have heard people say that belly rubs or something. I don't even know what the comfort is in that, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. I honestly don't know. Hi, Piason. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Could Gordon Freeman be considered a farmer?
Technically, no. He's a theoretical physicist, not a farmer. But he does clear fields of aliens.
He does clear fields of aliens. That's kinda funny.
Glad you liked it. Gordon might not grow crops, but he sure knows how to harvest head crabs.
Started to play Half-Life for the first time today so I could watch your series on it and not get spoiled. Nice. How far did you go? The comfort is the feeling of rubbed belly. But you have to make something. There has to be something special about it, You can't just say, hey, are you touching the wall? And I say, no, I don't. Why would I do that? And you say, well, the comfort is of you touching the wall. That's sort of a pyramid scheme argument, The fish. Oh, you went... So you got until the point where there's the fish? That's far, right? Give me one more.
Sure.
I like to...
Gordon doesn't plant seeds, but he sows chaos pretty well.
It's not Gordon's fault. Okay. It wasn't Gordon's fault that the world exploded. Well, it didn't explode, but he understands what I mean, right?
Exactly. Gordon just pushed the cart. It was the science that went boom.
He knows that he pushed the cart, right? Interesting. Do you think we will ever get Half-Life 3? I think yes. You know, no offense, but who likes this skin? Who is this skin for? Primal Ambush. Has anyone seen the movie Craven? I think we will get Half-Life 3. I like to believe we will. I remember listening to Gabe Newell, and he said that he was talking about Half-Life 1, how it was a groundbreaker, then Half-Life 2, it was a groundbreaker, and that they want Half-Life 3 to... He didn't say it really explicitly, but he said it's something like that Half-Life 2, you know, they want to have a groundbreaking thing. And, you know... Hello, Functional. Hello, Titus. Hello, Piason. Pikachu, I already welcomed you. Michael. Tomasin19. Welcome, my friends. Are you ready for some farming, okay? I had this very, very bad idea to buy Warmog's armor, okay? Okay? I had that very bad idea. Healthrick. Because I think Riot is not going to stop. They are going to make him a boring tank. Right now he's kind of an interesting tank because he's still strong. But as they continue watering down his strength, I think it's going to, you know, go down and down and down. Poke, you know how I know you're intelligent? Not that it will be significant to you, but I can measure your intelligence of fact. You see logic in the insignificant comments and random thoughts. That's a nice comment. Thank you, my friend. Huh. That's a really nice comment. Thank you. You know? Thank you very much. Because, oh. I really, when I was like 17, that's when my mind started kind of becoming. And I remember that I was, I don't know if it was influence of David Firth, you know, the guy who made Salad Fingers, or other, you know, crazy people on the internet, but I really liked having randomness, you know, random crazy shit, you know. Let me muffle that that curse word there. And so yeah, there's no continuation to that, really, to that thought. But I really, you know. Yeah, I you know what? I have a kind of a bittersweet relationship with Salad Fingers, because I did like the randomness of it, and I'm probably going to say something that's going to sound pretty bad, and if David Firth is watching this, please, you know, he's, you know, no. He might be offended or maybe heartbroken, I don't know. But I feel like the later episodes, and this is true of any kind of art, and I might be big time guilty of it on, you know, in my stuff that I make, is that he started to try to copy the original ones, and he kind of held on to the original ones, and it just became, there was a point where it was like, oh, let me slap her before she does the stun. There was kind of a point where you would kind of get a little bit bored of it, and I'm not, the original was just wonderfully, you know, okay, just very wonderfully, okay, wonderfully random. So I do appreciate that. Ivan having a little bit of a mental breakdown over there. Ivan having a little bit of a mental breakdown. Yeah, it started getting redundant, and especially after like 13 years or something. What was it? I remember him kind of, I looked at the latest episode and I wasn't excited at all about it. Even though I do appreciate the animation. He was still doing it in Flash, Macromedia Flash, and he was coming up with new stuff in the animation, which was very exciting. But once in a while I felt like, hey, you know, he's just kind of copying himself. And that's not where you want to be. And that's a tough thing not to do. I've had a bunch of quote-unquote creative projects in my life, and I have always struggled with that particular thing, where if you have an inkling of, you know, when something becomes kind of when something works, it's really hard to get away from it, you know. I don't know. No, I actually do know. That's, you know, I don't know why I said I don't know, because I finished my thought, and I actually do believe that. Yeah, 100% what you say about it's true. It's hard to accept that something has lived. Yep. One of the things on this channel that has lived definitely is the comet. I think it's gone. And it was hard to accept it. They killed it. But I think now it's gone. I don't know if it's coming back. I don't think, even if it does come back, I don't think Riot's going to let it. Because it's a PR red stain on them. If they try to kill something, it comes back. And, oh, flash. It comes back and they can't do anything about it. They're not going to let that happen. Can I farm on this? No. It's not a scion, you know. Belly rubs seems weird, my friend. Sorry. They really do seem weird to me. I don't know why you're focusing on them. Belly rubs for animals, I understand. Are you only streaming on YouTube? Oh, I might have not turned on the Twitch streaming. I might have to do that. Okay, I have to be fast now. Yeah, sorry, Ivan. I should have went back fast. Oh, she doesn't have flash, so she dead. Right? Oh, hey, you should have. Oh, it works on both. I didn't know that. I thought you have to choose. Damn, Ivan. Well done, my boy. My boy Farmer. The green thumb. The father with the green... No, you don't need to do that. Take the easy money, my friend. Just take the easy money, my boy. What are you doing? Just take the easy money. Sweet Lord. Sweet Jesus. Why? Why is this going on? Why is this going on? You know, there was so much easy money on the map. So much easy money. Grubs, tower plating, all kinds of stuff. No, he goes to the bush. He goes into the bush and dies. Just goes to the bush and dies. And, of course, you know, who could forget pings me? Who could forget that? Okay. Why is Raven not going in? I don't understand. You know, sometimes these decisions are kind of beyond me. I just don't. You know, they are hard to understand. Maybe I'm at fault. I don't know. You know, I don't know. What do you think about head pats and scratches on humans, do you mean? When another human scratches another one? Weird. Yeah. Weird. No, don't forget your true self. Don't let off the belly rubs thing. if that's your calling, be it, you know. I might not like it. I might start ignoring your comments, but in any case, yeah, Ivern is really not, you know, Dr. Lupo. Oh, it's Dr. Lupo. Okay. Dr. Lupo. Of course, if it wasn't Dr. Lupo, I actually would have thought, this is weird. He plays, you know, he plays a little bit like, you know, it's kind of weird, but now it makes sense. It's Dr. Lupo. Now it makes sense. You know, it's never Lupus, but this is Dr. Lupo. I think people shouldn't touch each other. Touching each other is very... When humans touch, it's a significant thing, and it should be, you know. Oh, yeah, sorry. I really... For a second there, I thought we have a jungler who's, you know, somebody else, but it's actually Dr. Lupo, so... Yeah, it's fine. I get it now. I'm not going to be confused anymore. It's Dr. Lupo. Lupo is actually funny. It's I think it's the car. It's a car model, I believe. A very, very small car model, German car. And me and my friend really laugh at the word Lupo. I think it means something like child or kid or small or tiny or something like that. Okay, Jax, I'll take the cookie jar, thank you. Let me pop the lid off, open up this. Okay, I've popped the lid open. I took 1 cookie, 2, 3, 4, and now there's the big one with the mint and the chocolate chip. Okay. If they escape, this is again big time easy money for us. Well, it's for me, but for us in the sense that we're gonna get boots. Dr. Lupo, don't die. Dr. Lupo. Oh, we actually do get this. Oh, this is good. This is as good as it could have gotten, you know. This is... Oh, no. Jax died, right? Oh, I could have been faster. Thank you very much for the boots. Thank you very much for the boots. Oh, sorry. I really, you know, I promise, my friends, I'm not going to be confused anymore because it's Dr. Lupo. Oh, blue bald. Blue overeed? No, I shouldn't say that because that's a child. Blue... What would be an equivalent for a child? Just mad, right? Just mad. Do you think I can get it as the second item? I'm gonna try. I think I'm not gonna have enough of the, you know, of the thing it needs, the health. Grooming helps become part... Yes, I do agree. I'm not saying that that shouldn't happen. But I just kind of mean that... Why is he trying so hard to get grubs? It's not worth, you know, the... No, sorry. Sorry. Sorry for commenting on him. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of slap potential. Oh, clicked on him. Blue-faced. Hold their breath. Oh, they do. You're right. Nice catch. Nice life catch. You know, you caught the idea from life. Nice catch. Hello, Logos Defenders. I have to push this because this is kind of stuck a little bit. Do I have... Well, I have 2,000. I don't know. Are you giving me some farming stacks or what? Okay, Ivern. I count on you here. Oh, careful, careful. She really wants it, you know. Damn, Ivern. I'm liking Dr. Lupo's, you know, that ability that he does, he throws. I'm liking it. Even though he's mad, you know, because he's Dr. Lupo. Yeah. Chaos. That's what I can tell about this game. Would rub my bell. Oh, then I'm the weird guy, right? Because I just, you know, I have no particular big opinion on it. I'm just, oh, it is bonus health. It's fine. Okay. So now let's see what this does to you. The way I see it is if I buy this little big green thing, I think the name is not correct, Warmugs, but it looks like something Ivern would wear, right? If I buy this, the most important thing is that I can push. I can still push. If my pushing starts to suffer, meaning that it, you know, it starts becoming weak and stuff, then I should consider buying AD. Yeah. Dr. Lupo. I gotta be careful. I have to rub his belly a little bit. Because... Oh, I didn't mean to ping it like that, but, you know. Yeah, I have to rub his belly a little bit because, you know, all kinds of things could happen. All kinds of crazy things could happen. Okay, Dr. Lupo just going in. Just going in. Oh. Go there. Go there. Go there. I have some time before the wave crashes. No. They scared. Okay. Overlord's bloodmail. Actually, yeah. Okay. I don't have my E. I don't have my E yet. Yeah, again, the most important thing is that I can push the wave, and if I can push the wave, I'm actually fine giving up all damage. You know, I don't care. If I can take the cookie jar and I can push the wave, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. And it looks like I can. Mysterious. Health works in mysterious ways, yeah. Maybe I should get the Overlord's bloodmail. Do it. There it is. And it's kind of a party in the mid lane, but what can I do about it? Should I TP bottom? Actually, yes. I have to say, I don't rub my belly. I don't rub my belly when I'm trying to fall asleep at, you know, in the midday, but I do. Oh, but I just sometimes I hold my belly when I'm falling asleep. So, by the way, they all died here. Really, you know. You could say because of my TP, right? You could say it's because of my TP. Yeah, maybe Overlord's bloodmail. That's an interesting choice, isn't it? Let's get it. Where is it? 290. Rel Gibson. Oh, Ivern just getting that assist. Is he though? Just getting that assist like a true Chad. Okay, I'm gonna push my limits a bit here. She's gonna stun me, but oh, I do get it, I think. No, 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 no. Too far, too far. But the health amount is just ridiculous, so I can, you know, I'll still whoop blue balled. Although they might kill Maiden and, you know, it's not gonna be blue balled anymore. Obviously, the ridiculous thing about this is that now I get my health back and I can just push again. And, you know, I kind of, I can't kind of insist myself upon them, you know. I lost my belly. Okay. You know what I sometimes do? I probably shouldn't say this because now you will know. And you will see it and you will comment, hey, you're doing this. I will sometimes hum a tone or a theme song or something when I'm stressed a little bit. Yeah, I'll just hum a song or something. Yeah, Jax, it's already, I guess, over. I guess it's already over. Yeah, the health is a little bit too much here. I feel like kind of a raid boss who's you know, just a raid boss. Yeah, just a raid boss. I honestly, you can't hear it, but I'm legendary. It's been a while since I've been one. I've turned off the noises. Should probably turn them back on. And now I suddenly don't have mana. You know what the reason why I don't have mana is? Because usually I would have went back already. Because, you know, obviously I would have lost some health. But now, since I have so much, I just, you know, I can just stay there forever. But no, I hum something like, I will do this. And that's kind of psychotic, isn't it? It is a little bit. Can 4 ghouls solo that? They have a lot of health, so they maybe. Rel is you know, Mrs. Rel. I think this is the most ridiculous feat I've had in a while. Did they get it or not? Wow. They didn't. Actually, I have to stay until I can get the real one. How much AD? 278. Isn't that more if I had different items? For example, if I had nah, with lethality you would still get that. So, you know what? I have to get the most annoying thing in the world, actually. I'm gonna get the most annoying thing in the world this match. Just ridiculously annoying. I just need a little bit more gold before I do that. Would be cool if I didn't die now. Oh, I won't, because a lot of their team isn't here. Can you guess what is going to be the item? Okay. Do I have enough for it or not? 1-4. Damn. I'm just living my fullest life here, you know. They fight mid. I'm just living my fullest life there. Should TP. I'll TP. Oh, very well done. Very well done. She chose the... Oh, what am I doing? I should have... actually... Yeah. Yeah, these boots are really annoying when you have so much health as I do now. It's kind of funny if you know, it's kind of like a Cho'Gath best health items, Angel. Yeah, I think unfortunately that's the thing I was talking about. You're gonna have to let that go. Oh no 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 no. Oh. It's kind of ridiculous that I almost survived that one, didn't I? It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. Yeah, we have to finish the game. Unfortunate that I died at the end there. Maybe this guy? It's a very weird item. But it also can work in mysterious ways, you know? Work it, Sivir. Work it, work it. Work it. I'm not stressed. This isn't stress humming. This is actually riff humming, you know. Yeah, getting into that thing was a nice move, but it would have been much nicer if I had survived, right? If I had survived. What is she doing? Okay. Do we have... I think we have to wait for Sivir. I don't know, man. He's gonna risk it. But, yeah, we have to wait for Sivir. Well, it depends on if he's gonna get outsmited, okay? It depends on that. Depends if he's gonna get out... Oh, he's not gonna get outsmited because the smiter isn't even here. Ghouls 80 HP, 724. That's not a lot, is it? That's not a lot, I feel like. Is this mine? I think this golden ward is mine. Yeah, that's the riot one. What are you doing, lady? Oh, she was distracting me. He's gonna escape, unfortunately. I really can't do anything about that. The only thing I can do is kind of, what are you doing, guy? I have the Satan build. You know, I'm truly just a Satan here. I'm truly just a Satan here. I will have to, you know, insist that we take the Nexus. Sorry guys, I do insist. Oh, I didn't even see where I am. Oh, gotta be careful with that vein, you know, sometimes they have these items that scale really well with, against health, right? So, I can't be just sitting around and, you know. I a little bit feel like, oh. Yeah, I had to insist upon the Nexus, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna give Dr. Lupo the honor, even though, oh, I shouldn't have. Actually, sorry, I shouldn't have. Because he's, you know, Dr. Lupo, come on, my boy. You were flaming, right? You were flaming. I feel like I bought something wrong. I felt weak at some point in the game. When I died at the, you know, in the Nexus. Hello, is the malignant build work? I didn't think. It's a good rational coping mechanism. Yeah, I will hum. I will sometimes hum. Sometimes I do the I don't want to wait for my lunch to get cold. I don't sing, but I do the thing. I do it after I get nervous, so I feel like someone is staring at me. Oftentimes it's right after my ego takes over and I get angry or inhibit an irrational behavior. Interesting. Let me put my arms on my belly and see how this feels. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that. Maybe it's her horse doing it, yeah. She is the horse, isn't she? She was experimented on and then she broke free, something like that. Good night, Murdoch. Good night, my friend. Okay, let's turn on the Twitch. I didn't press the Twitch button. It's literally just one button. Start, boom, it's on Twitch. Let's see how many people leave. When Yorick's buff is going to appear. Do you mean his shoulders, muscles, something like that? Ten people left. Damn.
I gotta get rid of this investigation.
You belong in a new class of streamer known as Twitch affiliates. Take part in the program and start earning on Twitch. Boom! The money rolling in. Let's see. Affiliate onboarding. Enable two-factor authentication. So it begins, but I'm gonna have to do that, I guess, off stream. I like the changes. You know, I don't like the direction Yorick is being taken. No, let me tell you this. It feels easier to play, especially if you get health. It feels easier to play, but it's much more. It's kind of boring, you know. And maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Maybe boredom is what I need in my life. So, you know, it gets boring. It's just you walk around, and somebody on Reddit said that it's like I have to close the window. Sorry. Somebody said that it's like playing a not as satisfying Nasus. So. Somebody in the chat wrote window diff. What does that mean?
Window diff usually means comparing two versions of something, like text or code, side by side in separate windows to spot differences. It's short for window difference.
I believe it has something to do with LOL.
In League of Legends, window diff is slang for difference in timing windows. It usually means one player used a key ability at the right time, while the other didn't, like reacting faster or capitalizing on cooldowns.
No.
Basically, I outplayed you in that moment.
What? Okay, window diff is a slang for difference in timing windows. What he said actually makes sense. I know you didn't mean that when you said window diff, because there was a window diff. The window was open. It was cold. So, you know, there was a difference in temperature. So there was a window diff. But the way he rationalized it actually makes a lot of sense. So whenever the next time I will ignite someone and they will ignite me later, let's say after 20 seconds, and then after 180 or whatever it is, I will ignite them again, I'm going to say window diff. Does boredom kill? No. Boredom kills if you are bored all the time and you feel bad about it all the time. That's when boredom kills. But if you do boring things, you know, let's say you've been living fast. And what is the fastest you can live? I don't know. A rock star, for example, you know. Rock and roll lifestyle. Now that's when some boredom should be introduced in their lives. I'm not saying I'm living a rock and roll lifestyle. I'm just saying, you know. By the way, Set, he kind of scales off that health, doesn't he? You know. Close the windows, letting all the Wi-Fi out. I can imagine my grandmother believing that. She's looking at me from a cloud. One time my grandmother, I think I told about this, she stole cheese from the fridge of a house she was working in as a nanny. And she was kind of not babysitting, but what's the name for when you take care of another person who's older? She was doing that. Older sitting. And she stole some cheese from the fridge of their fridge. And I told her, hey, Grandma, this cheese, we didn't have it before. Where did what is this? And she was kind of weird about it. And I thought, oh, it's something weird. I wonder if she stole the cheese from the other, house. And I said, did you steal the cheese? Did you take the cheese? I didn't use the word steal because then, it's a little bit like, bam, you're accusing someone. And she said no. And I don't remember what was the proof, but I remember having proof that she did that. And she still said no. She was like that. It was kind of funny and annoying at the same time. Home care, yeah. Hospice, or what is that called? It wasn't a dying person. It was just a person who needed some help. You should have called the police. Imagine police come to my house and they say, what's the disturbance? Because I lived in an area where, there were some disturbances. There was some bullets, were flying one time, right at my neighbor. Actually, rubber bullets. And no, those weren't rubber bullets. It was just somebody shot a hole in a wall. My neighbor shot a hole in a wall. And the thing is, it's not like United States, where it's normal to have guns. When someone has a gun, in Eastern Europe, it's not good, right? You know that it's bad. And the police come and say, what's the disturbance? And I say, my grandmother stole some cheese. From you? No, just another house, a different house. So what's the problem? Well, you have extra cheese. And then they eat it. I wonder if I can get the first stack on him. Maybe. That was close. I could have shot by that. Could have gotten shot by that tower. This minion just eating up that melee minion. Okay, Tariq dead. Don't know how that happened, but it did. Okay. Gotta be careful with these, this poke from him. Because, you know, sometimes it's just a little bit too much. It can get a little bit too much. This is a little bit... Let's hope that I have a Homer Simpson moment, okay? Oh, there it is. Oh, this wasn't a Homer Simpson moment, but there was definitely one of those, you know. One of those living fast, you know. I'm just living fast, living my best life here. And Victor might have a problem. You know, this wasn't Homer Simpson. This was more like... What could I call this? This could be maybe Liz Simpson, because I am Liz in this case, and she's a lady, right? And she gets abused a little bit. You know, she gets into a scuffle, and there's Bart. No, the guy who says "ha ha," he's waiting in the bushes, and he just jumps out of the bushes and just beats up whoever, you know, touched Liz. Oh, we actually got the first 3 kills. I don't know if this was window diff yet. I will allow you to say window diff. If he used ignite. No, it's gonna be window diff against me because he used ignite faster than ego diff. Look at what he bought. Please remember to say ego diff because I'm gonna forget if they lose, because he bought this even though he's 0-1, you know. What's going on with that Twitch? I don't like the sight of that. I might have to buy some tank items which offset Twitch, you know. See, it's diff. Oh, don't like this. Yeah. That was a window diff. That was not a window diff, that was just a gank diff. The absolute central tenet of this health is the Profane Hydra. Without it, you are nothing, you know? As Scion screams, you are nothing without it. And I kind of, you know, the thing I like about this is that, about this health build, I mean, is that, again, if I can make sure that I can still push and farm all the, you know, jungle camps and stuff, you know, why not? Why not? Maybe it's for farming. What if it's better for farming? What if it turns out that it's easier to farm this way? So if your goal is to become a, you know, that agricultural genius, agricultural magnate. Is magnate a word? In Latvian it is. Then, you know, whoop. Got poked. Okay, we really need to insist on that dragon or those grubs. Actually, grubs would be better. Sorry, Echo. I'm gonna have to insist upon these grubs. Honestly. Hopefully, with the help of Kazakhs, we can insist upon them real quick. I don't want to lose that cannon, you know. I know there's a cannon lurking here. Yeah. Okay. Why do you sound so European? Oh, people have said that I sound American. That's a... What is the opposite of a compliment? Is there a good word for that? No. I'm not going to get heart steel. Heart steel is for not for farmers. It's for team fighters, and I don't want to be a team fighter. Uncompliment. No, slander is not the right word. I like uncompliment. I'm going to take that. Let me ask ChatGPT. What is the opposite of a compliment? Is it uncompliment? Uncompliment, I mean.
The opposite of a compliment is an insult. It's not uncommon. People use them when criticizing.
Yeah. I said uncompliment, and I said it twice, and the speech recognition thing, I just thought, what are you saying, boy? That's not a word. And it twice in a row it said uncommon. It typed uncommon. Oh. Where are you going to place
got it now. You said, on compliment, probably meant a compliment, but speech recognition misheard it as uncommon twice.
I actually didn't know he's listening, so that's pretty creepy.
Really out here making up its own conversations sometimes.
No, that's creepy what you're doing. That's creepy. Let me turn it off. I don't like Echo. I've lost the lane against him. I recently lost the lane against him big time. It was like 0-6. I don't know why. Just happened, kind of. Look at those. Look at that slap. It could have been nice if they chase him, and I just stand on his shadow, on his phase shadow or whatever that is, and he gets slapped. Okay. To be honest, I feel freshness in Yorick with these builds. I feel a fresh feeling. Insult, yeah. You prefer sounding American. Europe is, as Ron Swanson said, that everything that happened before 1776 was a mistake. Okay? And it's fine. You can make mistakes. It's fine. And I do understand this is going to start, the conversation. There's going to be, you think America's the... I do think America is, it has maybe nothing to do with the accent. You know why I don't like the accent? Because in school they taught us the British accent, and I resisted it because to me, I felt like if I have a British accent as a Latvian, I will insist upon myself, I will be insisting upon myself if I have that. What you doing, boy? You are literally a boy. Guys, no, you can't do this. You can't do this. I have too much green on me. Oh, don't do this, ego. Come on. Nice range Q, he says. I wonder if that's on me or to him. We really need these grubs. If you can get those grubs and you go for a health build, there is something about having a lot of health and grubs that really makes you, Do you trust Russia as your neighbor? Of course not. Of course not. You can't trust. Trust is very, 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 very. It's a very unique thing to have. If you have it, it's a very unique thing. I think trust is really one of the saddest things is when somebody trusts someone they shouldn't, and they lose, which is I think what happens in the world a lot. I'm kind of tired of Europe losing all the time. I just want to start seeing Europe win a little bit. I kind of feel like Europe won, then America, went, there was the revolution, then all the good stuff happened there, and then ever since then, it's been kind of like downhill from that. And all the countries, this is my theory, Maybe you can try to disprove it. I'm not going to argue too much with you on it. But I feel like everything that was, it started going downhill, and all the good stuff, for example, in the Nordic countries or, in other, is just kind of like a past richness. And it's just going downhill from there. But I hope it's not going to be that, I really hope it's not going to be that. How many first towers am I going to get? It doesn't even matter if he uses that thing, does it? How much money you got? A lot. How many problems you got? A lot. How many? Okay. I like that song. I for some reason I like rap. Maybe it's because it's just talking, As a European, do you like having America being your baby daddy instead of defending yourself? No, that's a failure. It's kind of okay. I would understand it if it was like if it was like out in the open, like as a Latvian, I would say, hey guys, Russia, F you, we have this alliance, so F you, so I could have, oh sweet Lord, I could have ignited him before that actually. But, I like the idea of the alliance, right? But I want the alliance to work. It's sad to see that the alliance is dead or dying or maybe seemingly dying. I don't know. People should start, kind of, I really miss those days when Trump said that, hey, guy from North Korea, your country sucks. And because it does, right? And I think not enough people say that, hey, we kind of all know that Russia is not a nice place to live, but someone should start saying, hey guys, your country sucks, It's yes, you're big and you do stuff, but it sucks to live there, So where's this pride coming from? It's just where is it, What's going on there? And I think more politicians should say that. They shouldn't be afraid of saying that. Careful. Come on, Kale. You should have those instincts, survival instincts. Are you an Israel or Palestine guy? Oh, it's hard to answer because I don't care about those places, not in a malicious way. I'm just too far from them. And to me, it's actually, I know that there's a thing, that America sides with one, and it's a thing that they have. It's just that for me as a Latvian, I've never even really thought about it that much, So it's, for me, it's really hard to, just because I know that leftists do say free Palestine, I'm going to say I don't like that. I'm on the other side. Just because of that. Because it's a good rule of thumb. When you hear screaming people scream something, you probably don't want to be that, So I think that's my answer. You probably don't want to be supporting that. Because who knows about the land, right? What do I know about the land? How do I even know if the land is who owns the land? I think both sides scream. Well, I think I've heard the Free Palestine a lot. I don't even know what's the other side's, the chant. Does it even have one? Not the chant, but what is the thing? I don't even know what the thing is. So in that sense, at least it hasn't penetrated the mind. You should check first. Yeah, but you asked me, and I'm not gonna check now. I'm just gonna. Well, of course I can say, yeah, I don't know, so I don't have an opinion. I could say that. But that's very naive to think that people will check stuff. People, it's not an effective way to live. You have to kind of make decisions on the fly, and opinions on the fly. Damn, set's scaring everybody. That's unfortunate. Opinion on Greenland. Should I check first? Or should I say random stuff? Should I say random stuff? Yeah, okay. You ask me to check, right? You ask me to check on one of the most polarizing things in the world, and you think I can just check and have a good opinion, and I will have a sort of the right opinion? That's unlikely, because there's a reason why those issues are polarizing. It's because there's not a good answer that I can just, as a random person, I can just open up and check. I don't even know why I'm okay. Focusing. Okay, but you got to be careful here for a second, because it's kind of an important moment for us. Because I really do want to prevent them from joining that fight, Okay. And I do want to push the mid at the same time a little bit. We don't have an ADC, so please remember this. Okay, I'm gonna prevent them from taking the second one, so that the second one is the one. That's interesting that they chose not to inhabit that, because obviously this is bad for them, because we're going to get a lot of stuff done because of this. No, we are not, because Kale dies alone to Twitch. Whoever saw that is a very person who has lived life experience a lot. Imagine I did and succeeded. But who's going to be the arbiter of if I succeeded? Let's say I say, okay, I'm for Israel. Someone says, no, it's wrong because of that, and I have to go check again, and so it goes on forever. I will be checking myself, before I wreck myself. I think checking stuff is a safe way to seem honest. And there's obviously, obviously you should check, but do you know what I'm saying? It goes forever. This checking, and I've seen politics just go on forever. Just a cycle, and again, goes on forever. Just another cycle just goes on forever. And I can't say that it doesn't matter, because obviously all that stuff does matter. No, don't. No. He did use his ult, right? So he is pretty weak after that. I don't know. I kind of have to check myself there. Kind of have to check that information. Wasted my ignite. Edie what edie. I'm gonna slap him. Oh, I don't have it. Oh, I do have it. I was about to say boots diff, but he caught me with that whip. He whipped me, actually. He really did whip me. Boom. The gay. I should call him the gay, because in a very kind of childlike and the least malicious way possible, I want to call him that, because it's just funny. I don't know, it's just appropriate. But I can't do that, because I feel like it's people are gonna get mad. And, going back a little bit to the checking of the facts or your opinion, there's no easy solution. I do understand that you have to do it. You have to do it once in a while. And it's just going to change. The goalposts, as you say, are going to be moved. But I don't know what the solution is. I actually don't know. So my opinion is bad side bad, good side good. Bad side bad, good side good. I think Twitch is going to come soon. Come here soon. So I have to be a little bit, It's a solid take, right? Is wokeness dying? I have no idea. I think we could say that peak wokeness was at 2018, something like that. Oh, I might die. Kale will use this time to do the Lord's work, and that's good, but I do want to survive this. You tell me if the wokeness is dying. In Latvia, wokeness is obviously this Kale just 110. Where is my Kale insurance? I've played against so many Kales which are... Hey guy. And Twitch survives this. Yeah, he does survive it. In the weirdest possible way. He doesn't have Flash anymore. Very good. Where's my Kale insurance? Oh. Oh, what is this? Okay. I need gay insurance. Wow. He is really good against that, right? Sweet Lord. Sweet Lord. Damn. Sweet Lord. I have to say, Sweet Lord. Is this good against them? No. I don't know. I actually don't know, so I'm going to go with the safe choice. When in doubt, by the tunneler. When in doubt, by the tunneler. Nah, I don't have enough. Okay. Kale insurance coming in hot. That angel diff. And I would like to have a good answer for you. I think this is doing, and you kind of, whenever people say they don't have an opinion on something, I don't believe them. I think, you're just afraid to tell it, And sometimes when I say this, I feel like, hey, am I avoiding, telling my opinion? But the thing is, I'm going to do exactly what you said I should. I will be checking myself and checking myself and checking myself. And then it's almost like, imagine talking to God and he knows all the arguments. And it's almost like if you switch God to one of the sides and he argues the one of the sides, you will think, oh, he's right. And then you switch him to the other side and he argues again and you think, oh no, this God is right. And it's a little bit like, okay, it seems to me like I can't really make up my mind, because every time I do, there's a smarter person than me who just argues the other side, and I'm just, oh, okay, oh, this makes sense, you know. How do you deal with Darius? You find the person who's playing him, you lock them in a cage, and pull the mouse away from the computer. And when you leave, you steal the cheese from the refrigerator. Wow, well done, Mr. Victor, actually. Outplayed me there. Maybe I'll bait him. Okay, I'm gonna walk around. No, I don't need to walk around, but what I do need to do is I need to walk like this so that I can catch him like that. If he's not looking. Oh, wife bait. Although, he has the benefit of the stun, you know, and the good thing about this is that I ended up pushing the lane now, and he has to go back, and if I get to, you know, mess up his recall here, I might get the inhibitor there, but, you know. Okay. Do I need to do this? Broke my cover. Oh, Kale doesn't give a F. She's gonna farm that lane. Blue balled. Okay. How can you check yourself if all information could be one-sided? It's a good question as well. You probably have to check other story, you know, as much stuff as you can. Oh, this is so good. This is so good that they escaped, because I think Twitch invested heavily into that. You know what? Let me try to do this. Echo might not have enough damage to do anything, and... oh, if he stays here, he might even die. Let's see. Now, unfortunately, they are coming back, right? Who is coming back? Is that Victor? This is still okay, just because, oh! It is still okay because we got 2 inhibitors, right? I don't know. I think the easiest thing is to have an opinion without having information at all. It's tempting because it's entertaining. Yeah, that's, for me, that's one of my biggest like things and problems is I will argue a lot of sides, and then I will seemingly have no opinion. One thing you could do is you could say, okay, I don't know what is the answer to, let's say, the Israel-Palestine question. I don't know what's the answer there. But what I do know that we can sort of maybe find some stuff that is definitely wrong. And that you can do because there's a lot of horse butt out there, right? There's a lot of horse butts out there in terms of information. So you could sort of kind of find some arguments that are clearly untrue and just push them to be kind of, you know, push them out because there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of horse butts out there. What are you doing, boy? Guy. Wow, he got whipped. He got whipped. Who respond? Okay. Oh, Echo. Echo. Echo, my boy. Well, in this game I wasn't 13-1, but I still feel like I still feel like I did well, didn't I? I still think I did well. Noise. Do you know where that is from? Key and Peele. Key and Peele are the funniest guys of all. You know, I don't get they're so far above every other, all other comedians, sketch comedians. So far above all of them. I think they should move the out to UK or Germany or something. I don't know what that is in reference to. How about we just not get involved about it and let them settle amongst themselves? You can't say that because I immediately, I remember people talking about, okay, Israel is there. They have so many enemies. The situation's created like this. So if we not get involved, they're gonna die immediately. There's immediately boom, you get sucked back into the argument, and then you start arguing. Oh, okay, so are they gonna die? Well, is it our fault? Is it not? I think it's not gonna stop. So, is it hard to date in Latvia? Well, I'm married, and I have been with one woman for. Is it 11 years? I have to say that silently. I think it's 11. It's 11. So I don't know. I have no idea. My friend went on a date and he didn't like the lady, and the lady actually said the thing that men usually say. She was mad and she said, "Oh, you think you're gonna find a better one, Mitch?" She didn't say that. She didn't even say it in English. So this time we are on the same team, Yorick. I want my LP back. Sorry. Had to insist on the Nexus. That's so dumb. That is so dumb. I love it. Did your wife try to play Yorick? No. My favorite skit is the American Hogwarts in the Hood. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I have to say, maybe it's because I won both games and, wins distort your reality of what is good and what is not good very often. But I feel like this this build of health where you start with the Titanic Hydra and then you build whatever you want that has health after that. I feel like it's better than everything that's out there right now. Damn, I'm gonna have some revenue on Twitch. It's probably gonna be very little, but it's a start. Who knows? Based response, Father Pokrick, someone says. I don't even know what that was about. It was 9 minutes ago. So I'm happy. I'm happy. But at the same time, all of these questions, I don't want to be the ass who says, "Oh, it's all nothing, man. Just ignore it." Although you can ignore it, and it's gonna be almost fine. But I think there's a lot of truth to the saying that. I remember, like, when I was very young, there was this ad campaign against drugs in our school, and it said, "Don't use drugs because soon the drugs are going to use you," or whatever. And I think it's the same with these politics things. It's if you don't pay attention to them, they're going to start using you. Now, it's still true that it's probably more effective to don't pay attention to it too much, and increase your own power before you try to do something else. It's probably true still, but again, don't have a concrete opinion on this. I'm just gonna be the most kind of like the annoying opinionless person. Just an annoying opinionless person. Would you smoke crack one time for 10 grand? Yeah, I haven't smoked crack. I don't even, to be fair, don't know what that is. Is that methamphetamine? Is that cocaine? I don't know. Yeah, of course. Haven't done it. It's going to be a great experience. I feel like, the most important thing is that I don't get a habit of it, and I don't think I would. Okay, geometry diff. The reason I said geometry diff is because I wanted to cut her off, Okay. It's very addicting, I hear. I do believe in the, people say that you don't get addicted to stuff if you have a good life. And I don't think I would get addicted to it. Oh, she had the charm. Whoop, there's that slap. Cancelled my auto attack, lost that perfect farm. How? Damn, there should be some kind of a burning effect on the screen immediately when that happens. Just immediately. That's tough. That is really tough. It should be like known to everybody. Hey, Yorick has 11 instead of 12 at this point. And Set has 12, right? No, we both have 11. Okay, Set. Well done. Well done, Set. I like it. Hello, Reichel. I remember your name. I don't remember anything else about you, but I remember your name. And 100% reason to remember the name. Mike, he doesn't even know it. He's like, he likes to be heard. Well, it's the beat him, Mike. Okay, it's bearable if you know the lyrics, but it's unbearable if you don't know the lyrics, so I'll stop. Rich people get addicted because, well, again, I'm not saying it is true, but I could say that it's because rich people usually have these they have effed their dopamine brain and stuff, and they have very sad lives, and it's not because of the richness, it's just because they have abused their brain. I feel like, maybe, I don't know. I used to. How old are you, my friend, who listened to that song? I did. You listen to that song too. Mike Shinoda is the Chad. He's a sort of artist Chad. One of the things that's very underrated about Mike Shinoda is that I think he understands the creative process very well, and that's good. No, well, obviously it's good, but it's unique. 24? Yeah, Fort Minor song, yes. Yes. So did Zed win that? Am I gonna have to lose some CS on this? I'm gonna have to use my E and my Q. There it is. If PewDiePie was pressing a lot of Qs, would he be QDiePie? Should I play Nasus and rename myself to QDiePie? QDiePie. QQPie. But QQ is crying, isn't it? I think QQ is crying. Whoop. That set is really showing that Yone, who's the boss. For the longest time, I thought that Set is a pimp in the lore. And now that I think back to it, I think, what you thinking, boy? He can't be a pimp. Riot would never approve such a crass, lore. So, what you thinking, boy? And I thought that because there was this tip in the loading screen that said, don't tell Set's mom what he does. And I thought he's a pimp. Damn. Am I 5? Was I 5? In terms of age? Don't you worry, I'm going to come back. Sorry about this weird recall. Really sorry, but I didn't pay attention that I hadn't been back, and I have, 1,500 in my bank account. There's a famous Latvian song called Ja man būtu lieka štuka, and it means if I had 1K. If I had 1K, that lieka means which is kind of extra, that I can use. And that makes me think of the Eminem song where he said, if I had $1 million, I would have a big enough ass for the whole world to kiss. And, Eminem, United States wants, they dream about $1 million. Latvians dream about 1,000, okay? So that tells you something, right? That tells you something. Eminem is a Chad in the sense that he understands that he evolves and he doesn't stay the same, crazy drug addicted, crazy, rapping about killing his wife guy. And he doesn't stay that way. And it's kind of, I like that. I like that. I really enjoyed those days when MGK did have a battle with him. Because MGK put out a very good song, The Rap Devil. But, Eminem is kind of right most of the time. He's kind of right. Beard's weird. Beard's weird. Beard's weird. Ever since he said beard's weird, me and my friend, when we have beards, when we went on a trip and we called it beard, we just say beard's weird all the time, and it's kind of dumb, the things we say, but how, again, your IQ kind of lowers when you meet your friend, your guy friend. 10 CS per minute, look at that. It's kind of flattering in my mind because I saw Buipo when he played Yorick top, and he played Yorick, pretty well, right? But he had at 8 minutes, he had something like 65, and I thought, oh, there it is. My goal has been reached. By the way, getting a good CS in top is almost impossible. 91 in top, I wouldn't have. Oh, poor guy, poor guy. Poor guy. As a white Latvian, why do you like ghetto rap songs? I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with race. But I do like just, it feels, you know what, they feel powerful to me. It feels like, they're funny very often. Yeah, they are funny, and there's kind of like this attitude that I really like, I'm very opposite in my, in real life. I am not a rapper, and I don't dress like a rapper, I don't act like a rapper, I have nothing like a rapper. Messed it up a little bit. Just one tick shy. One tick shy. Eminem is the first rapper that I listened to, and he kind of, you know, as with a lot of people, right? He kind of was the gateway into that. And I just enjoyed the kind of ridiculous. Oh, did you see that? Oh, sweet Lord, tell me she survives. No. You can not believe me, but I did dodge that. Because I stopped for a second, she stopped, he missed, and then I went there. Those are, you know, that's just the simple pleasures of life. Well, she's dead, but, you know. Hey, Pike, what are you doing, boy? Just, please. Pike, please. Ooh, I could die. Suddenly I'm maidenless. It's funny that Yorick, that being maidenless as Yorick it has real implications, you know? Real ass implications. I think that might have been the first ever wife juke of all time. The first ever wife juke. Should Yorick ult reset and kill? Of course. It should spawn 2. Boom. That's how you farm with Tiamat, okay? Even if you can't reach that guy. Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher. Mark Normand. There was this clip about Mark Normand. As a comedian, he has to say what's on his mind. Haramrick, yeah. And a lady was apparently serving them in a restaurant, and she said, "Excuse my reach. Excuse my reach." And he said, "Jack Reacher." Just, you know, nonsense, but it's funny. It's funny to say that. What are you doing, my guy? Well, I am maidenless, so this is... Okay, we living fast. Living fast. Wow, don't tell me that was because of me. Did you see at the last second there was this kind of push with the wall? I should watch the replay if that actually played a role. Because if it did, you know, your boy be making some plays here today. Your boy been making some plays. You know, Yorick could become this kind of like a passive playmaker, meaning that he doesn't do flashy plays. He just does boring stuff. He just walks around the map and just, you know, does a maiden, just walks back a little bit, and he dodges a cleaver. Then he uses his wall in a way that it blocks off all of this space instead of just placing it... Mundo, careful. Mundo. He actually survives that. Okay, you know. Okay, I respect the struggle. I respect the struggle. I respect the struggle. Whip. Whip. There it is. Yeah, the way the wife works under the tower is kind of crazy. It's not crazy, it's just annoying. Hey, ladies. Yorick can take 2 ladies at the same time, okay? Although he can't. Yeah, maybe he can't. Caitlin says, at least my support picked Mel. Guy, it's Mel Gibson. Oh, no, my favorite conversation topic is in the chat. I can't respond to that. People are going to be mad. People are going to be mad. But I will. I will respond to it. Where is it? Was working on jump pads in Unreal. Thought that ragdoll infos would be easy. Boy, I was wrong. Okay, let me tell you something about Unreal. A lot of stuff is very, very easy, but a lot of stuff just literally doesn't work if you don't tick a box or have a setting or don't connect something or don't have the right thing. And yeah, a lot of stuff is easy, but it can be super frustrating when you just spend hours and hours and it turns out, oh, I had to click this. And that is a little bit like those impulses. You can't see them. If you don't have if you don't have any visualizers for them, you just won't see them and you don't know what's going on. Oh, is the impulse too weak? Oh, is the radius too small? I have no idea because you can't see them. You know, it's not like real life when someone does an impulse, you can see it. Actually, I don't even know what that means. Zed is living his fastest life ever. Okay. You know what Riot should do? They should change it so that Maiden does not do max health damage. She does your max health damage. Now that is something they should do. Just nerf ghouls completely. I don't care anymore, you know, about the ghouls. They are dead anyway. And do something like that. Actually. Can I please tell me I'm going to be on the other side? No. Yeah. This Caitlyn is ego battling here with me. Varus could get her, actually. Ah, she recalled, right? Yeah. She did. She did recall. So, about the impulses, yeah. But a lot of stuff is very, very easy and achievable, you know? Very easy and achievable. The impulse thing was more like since you are the only person in the chat who knows about this, I'm going to tell you that my goal is to make tutorials like the long form videos, like the serious ones. But the short videos are more meant as to kind of try to get them viral, get subscribers, and get people kind of interested and laughing. You know, it's more... I realize I haven't yet found a good way to do that because obviously it's not working that well. You know, 15,000 views is... It's not nothing, but it's not enough for shorts. But I'm trying to kind of get this almost like it's not a real tutorial. It's almost about the video that is in the first seconds, you know. But it's a real thing. It, you know, when you would think about it, you would see, oh, it's actually, you know, oh, haha, you know, he's making a joke, but it's a real it's real. It's not fake. You know, the impulse is there. You know, it's a real thing that I'm talking about, because that actually, what I was talking about in that video about the impulse is not, you know, you running into a wall and you not kind of falling back. That's a real thing. You know, it can be. It can happen. Yeah, I'm losing health. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna get all that back from that Warmog's armor, won't I? I think I will. I think I will. While they fight, Yorick smash, right? That's actually not that good because they will actually win that fight at the end there. Yeah, the shorts are, you know, they are meant for me to be as a marketing, and I hope that I will achieve that. They're going to be a marketing to the main channel, you know. What you doing, boy? Am I enough? No. No, I'm not. Ego battling is a real thing. Of course it is. It's even from me, you know. I talk a big game and I say, hey, you know, this is ego, you know, then don't do this, don't do this. It's basically for me. What is going on with that Zed? Zen, what are you doing, boy? Yeah. Guys, what? Oh, I was ready to pounce on that mistake, you know? I saw it, my brain said, hey guy, that's the $1 million you've been waiting for. And she flashed. That's fine. It's all cool beans. It's all cool beans. What kinds of books you like? Sorry, don't read books. Just couldn't get into it. It's like Godfather to me. I just couldn't get into them. I listen to stuff. Yeah, I listen to stuff mostly. But books, you know, I read 1984, read Animal Farm, read Winnie the Pooh, read some about a guy who had, you know, blue knees because he was fighting everybody all the time. Read about that guy. You know, it was what it was. It was what it was. I don't know what to buy now. This is getting kind of ridiculously easy on this stream, honestly. It's hard big time. It's fun to see you guys using the stuff I say. I've noticed it in the comments a lot. Not a lot, you know, one every, let's say 30 comments I will see, no, let's say 50 comments. Once every 50 comments I will see a phrase that I use and I think, oh, I've made my impact. I can die now. I can go silently into the night. I won't, of course. And look at that farm. You see, 243, and I only have Titanic Hydra. You know, that's the only thing I have. And it's kind of easy to farm, you know, the green rick. I should figure out how to call this. And just, you know, I don't know, call them the green rick or farm rick or, you know, green thumb rick. I like the idea that this is the green thumb. You know, it has been used 5 times. It's kind of ridiculous how low value it has, right? In this match in particular. Can I do this or... Oh, actually, look at the grubs. Grubs doing the grubs work. Don't do that. Okay. Calm down, Mundo. Virus is gonna catch you. Okay. Or I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you, boy. Mogrick. I don't get it. No, you know what the thing is about the books? It's just that you have to sit down and read, and I don't ever sit down. I'm always moving. I'm like worms. I'm always moving into the soil. We actually have this piece of art in Riga. And it shows some kind of a weird drawing, and it says, we are all just worms digging up the soil, something like that. And I thought, damn, are we back to Soviet Union where art puts you down and in your place and says that, hey guy, you are nothing, you're just a part of the machine, a cog? Are we gonna have another Pink Floyd that's gonna sing, you know, all in all, you're just another brick in the wall? There are bookworms, yeah. Warmhogs. I love to read books online. I love listening to books. I when I was working as a bicycle courier, messenger, I guess it's called in English. I listened to, you know what I listened to? Mel, careful. I listened to Game of Thrones. And it was wonderful. If you get into it, you know, a cold winter day, you're just delivering stuff one after another. And if you get into it, you can really, you know, it can really be a vibe, if I can use a Gen Z term. Yo, nay, don't do this. I don't want to mess up my pristine score. It's not the perfect score, but it's a good score. I have to insist upon the Nexus again. I have to insist upon the Nexus again. I'm gonna give Balthazar the honor. What genres you like? I actually don't know. Well, Game of Thrones I listened to, then I listened to Atomic Habits, then I actually listened to Stephen Fry's autobiography. And I remember in the beginning, it said that he was talking about how he knew that he is gay. And, okay, I have to check something real quick. Just real quick. Somebody from Estonia called me. That's interesting. Actually, that's not that interesting. So he told the story about how he knew he's gay. And the book started with this. And apparently a girl had showed him she showed him her underwear in school. And he remembered from those days that the first thing he thought was, oh, that's a very intricate, ornament on the sides of it. And that's how he knew he's gay. And I like that, I like that. There's good old-fashioned gay, Just good old-fashioned. Isn't it unsafe to listen to things? Okay, I'm one step ahead of you. I always put the earphone in the side which is not the road. So I can hear the road, for example, with my left if I'm driving on the right. And I can, I can block, quote unquote, block off the side, which is the least, has the least amount of stuff going on, My only favorite Latvian song is Patricia bija šeit. I turn that song to every Texan so they know we can make banger music. Are you a guy in the United States from Latvia? That's my question. Are you a Latvian in the United States? The only books I read in the last 10 years were the first 2 Game of Thrones books. They are so great. I love them. I couldn't with the drivers on the road in Romania, you say about the riding on the street. What does it mean to be fumbling? Let's learn English. Oh, really? I thought fumble is like when you fall down and roll a bit, or something like that. Hello, Xenon. What does fumbling mean explain to me as if I am a Romanian bicycle courier.
All right. Imagine you're riding fast with a food delivery, and you drop the bag or miss grabbing your phone. That's fumbling. It means handling something clumsily, like you're not fully in control.
So you used it wrong in that sentence, didn't you? Then, brother gotta be gay or fumbling to ignore that underwear moment. Oh, the set. Is that, you know, this is the game we're gonna lose against that set. Do you think I should do the caveman music? There's the internet meaning. Simply mess up something or mismanage it. Oh, that is, Balthazar is again against me. Balthazar, I'm gonna take that LP. Although he is very good against big health Yorick, because he will pick me up and he will drop me off, and that's not gonna be good, you know. He used it right. Okay. I don't mean to, you know, insist myself upon you, chat. Crash, smash, unga bunga. Okay. I'll, you know, let's change the tone a bit. Just a bit. Just a bit of Fry and Laurie. Let's start it here. No, actually, I'm gonna start it when the farm, you know, the minions come. I'm gonna start it when the minions come. To fumble something is to like fail at something that was basically handled to you. I'm gonna feed the chat into the chat GPT and tell him to argue with you. Argue with my stream, chat. Here is the log.
Alright, chat's popping off and you all are mostly right, but allow me to assert dominance with dictionary tier spice. At NCR Ranger, you nailed it with nervous mistake, but don't act like fumbling only happens under pressure. Some of y'all fumble sober, stable, and seated. At Fraudcoin, fail at something handed to you is peak internet usage. Like missing a date because you replied, K. That's a fumble. At Braxton Kai, could fumble an opportunity is correct and poetic. Bonus points for crash, smash, frash unga bunga, you dropped bars, unprovoked. At Ardenzia, big yes. Fumbling isn't just nervous, it's mismanagement, it's dropping the ball, it's Yorick ulting a dying minion. At Jeriop, you said he used it right. Yeah, context-wise, I back you. But let's not pretend we're out here using words with surgical precision. This is League chat, not Oxford debate. Final verdict, fumbling is messing up something you should have had on lock. Whether it's a play, a flirt, or a sandwich drop, if you had it and lost it, you fumbled. Case closed. Next word you all want to fight about.
Damn, he is dropping those bars. He's unaware about the crash and smash, so that's why he said that you dropped bars unprovoked. And those weren't bars, really, you know. Do you think those are bars, crash, smash? Actually, yeah, those are. You know, sorry for not believing that those are bars. Okay. I don't know why he has that character. I haven't told him to be sassy or anything. By the way, Zed, I've recently lost against Zeds. Oh. I don't need this, Shaco. Hopefully they will get an advantage or something because of that. I'm gonna listen to the music and talk a little less in this match. I feel like this might be the last game because I'm getting a little tired. But just a little bit, you know, once I start missing CS, now that's the big reason, sorry. That's the big sign that, oh, he getting tired, okay? Damn, that Shaco got a kill there. Support diff or window diff? Ah, he knew. He knew. Well done. This Zed plays well. Okay, I have some time. It has been pushed. Okay. Got her. Very good. Shaco is recalling probably, I don't know. Ah, I missed some CS though. Oh, only one. Only one. You know, it's fine. If I miss one... Oh, I didn't notice that he was recalling, right? Yeah. Sorry. Well, it is what it is. Come on. Yeah. Did you notice, chat? Are you looking at the map or are you just chilling and listening to this stream? Did you make your music on Suno? Yes. Is there anything better than Suno? I like this rhythm of the first games being where I talk a lot, and then this feels like a relaxation, because I just listen to the music. By the way, Brax, what do you do for work? Is it something connected with games or 3D or something, or computers? Damn, I can't hit him. Look at that. Almost died because of that flash, because ghouls jump when you flash and they don't jump if you just walk just out of their range, you know? It's good that Shaco is getting kills. It's not good, of course, that he's even doing that. 3, in fact. But it's good that it's him. He's so happy. Look at that. His name is even Shaco, so that's the real one. That's the real guy. That's the... It is fitting that he's 6'1", right? What do you use Suno for? Or should I say, what do you use Suno for? With the correct, you know, intonation. Don't do that. I'm gonna die. Yeah. I think I have to sacrifice a little bit just so I'm prepared for grubs. Because grubs are, you know, grubs are big, grubs are needed, grubs are the thing. Grubs are the real deal. The bot lane is having a lot of problems, okay? And it's all because I missed that Nocturne, isn't it? Why doesn't he have level 6 yet? Very late. Aviation logistics. Tech dude. Grew up poor. Ah, that's not good. Hey. Lady. I saw him. Oh, did Zed steal it? Or did Nocturne steal it? I actually don't know.
just right. Farm Yorick farm with all your might. Whispering to the undead.
Interesting. Sometimes I wish I had a job, just a boring office job with a responsibilities and office life. I don't know if you have an office life, but you know. Zed, there it is. There's that poke. Forget the fights, let them rage into the night. Bossa Nova feels just right. Farm Yorick farm with all your might. Isn't it supposed to be that you don't know who Nocturne killed, even though you can see it on the top there if he kills her, for example? Wasn't it supposed to be like, you know, oh, the whole point of this is that you don't even know who dead, you know? Okay, when he pushes like that, I can walk out because he's not gonna have. Forget the fights, let them rage into the night. Bossa Nova feels just right. Farm Yorick farm with all your might. I think when I generated this song, the AI was just a little bit too focused that it needs to be Bossa Nova, so she actually sings it in the lyrics themselves, you know. Boom. That's how you dodge a Zed's shuriken. I actually don't know. I don't do it often. Because it's beyond my mind how to dodge that thing. Zed can't handle the heat, you know. You know the scene from the movie. You can't handle the truth. I've said this at least 3 times already. On this channel. Oh no. Shield me. Shield me, lady. He does have his ult, so I can't be seen by him. Zed almost died, by the way. I don't know how he survived. This is luck. I like luck. Luck feels good. Luck feels good. Whoop, he's gonna use his ult on me and I'm gonna die. Because Shaco is lurking, quivering in those bushes. Definitely. Please start playing support. Not gonna happen, sorry. Oh. Damn. They finally did it. Turns out they were waiting for this moment. Okay. Nidalee. Nidalee, please. Nidalee. Why are you doing that? Someone tell me quickly which is the best item against full AD team. Especially the way they do damage. I understand they Frozen Heart is not gonna be good. This guy, Thornmail, is not gonna be good. They're gonna be okay, but I need something perfect, you know? No. Smash. Full AD. Oop. Boom. Karma got it. It's not good, but it is what it is. Okay, really careful now. Deadman's. Oh, Deadman's, yeah. Deadman's is a good choice. Nice. I like it. Randuin's. But isn't Randuin's good if they have crit? You know? Oh, they give me first tower. What you doing, guys? We are gonna get the first the boots with all this feed in the bot lane. With all this feed. Although Nocturne, I think he's gonna use his ult once Zed appears. Oh, let's get the Zed at least. No. Damn, they are strong. This all in they do is really good. Don't like it, but it is what it is. Aatrox, I believe in you. Oh. What's up with that? What if that's the clone and I die and I'm on a clip somewhere? You know, all of the gold is in Shaco, and usually that's not that big of a deal. Because he, as I understand, he really drops off. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice myself here. Even if, oh, there it is. There it is. Yorick. Smash. Oh, you gotta be able to have fun in a game like this, in a match like this, right? Death's Dance, I think the thing you mentioned about Dead Man's Plate is better. Yeah. I think if my team watches this, if you're watching the stream, calm down, stop feeding, and wait to outscale the AD, and that's it. Oh, that was a good dodge. Really was. That was really a good dodge. I like that. Karma really paying for her life. I just want to thank you for streaming on YouTube. Yeah, man, I'm streaming on YouTube and always will. I just added recently added Twitch. It's not gonna replace it anytime soon. You know, ever. Not anytime soon, but ever. Okay. Oh. Damn, all of them are here. Careful. Don't be too eager here. Jin, careful. That was actually not that bad. I know the real one. I know the real one. I sometimes hit the clone to get health, you know, it's might be dumb, but I sometimes do that. Okay. This actually wasn't that bad. What if I get the item which heals you on hit? I buy random stuff. You date Lithuanian girls? My friend, I think... Well, I'm married, you know. Maybe you didn't know that. But, so the answer is no. And Latvians, you know, interestingly enough, Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia, we are really different. We don't understand the languages at all. Even though that could be the size of these countries are almost like you know, in the size of just one state. So, and imagine being in a state and not knowing the language. the people like 200 kilometers away just speak, you know, or whatever miles it is. 90 miles? 110 miles? Oh, no. I will die. Oh, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's actually not anywhere. Okay. Okay. Sometimes Shaco will think he's very smart and he's going to not jump over. Oh, that E was just unnecessary. Look at Maiden die there. That should be removed from the game completely. Thunder Sky, yeah, yeah.
He's feeding his ass off, and he didn't push top hard enough, and he didn't keep his teleport off.
This song is like a ballad, just a cautionary tale, really sending shivers down the Yorick's spine.
The Yorick in the wrong place. The Yorick in the wrong place.
Ah,
The Yorick in the wrong place. The sup is saving,
gardening.
yet he still hasn't learned a thing.
No, don't. No, now they will do the same thing that we did. Okay, so don't do that, please. Is it just me or no one's doing gardening these days? They're just letting the weeds grow all across the map.
The Yorick in the wrong place. The Yorick in the wrong place.
Could Warmogs rush work? I've been rushing Warmogs this whole stream. 100% win rate. So it could. You know, maybe it's luck. But I think the evidence is in front of your eyes that it could easily. If we win this game with this horrible start, yeah, you know, outscaled. Oh. Ash, what are you doing, lady? Gonna get caught. I'm not gonna go there because I can't really, you know, catch her. But AA trucks will. I like this part of the song. Oh, they got the boots. Damn. I kind of missed that one. Could have been nice to have boots against full AD team, right? Yeah. Shaco's gonna catch you. You know, I kind of want to wait for Shaco somewhere here. Did he see me?
Yorick was winning top lane. He was slaying them all with ease. He'd used all his teleports. He had his
What are you
lead,
doing?
so he was
How did he do that? Wow.
That's when he heard
I didn't know
a
you can do that.
Someone had typed in all chat. Please report X 9 times, and things started to fade to black. The
I'm gonna release Maiden
Yorick is
and see what can happen because of that.
Why are you feeding? Come on, top lane, don't throw. You've got this big juicy lead. My team is
Nah.
all rage
Yeah,
at
they
me,
died.
and now I've tanked my LP. Feed the
A very, very uneventful release.
freeze it for eternity. His friends had taught him how to. The pros had taught him how to. He put ransack in his room page.
But Zed is at 50% now because of that release, you know?
They're bickering, they're raging while they die in 5 minutes. Please ping
What is going on with that AA trucks?
Tell me where it is, and that's when they died. Yorick was winning top lane. He was slaying them all with ease. He'd used all his teleports. He had his lead, so he was pleased. That's when he heard a ping sound. Someone
I should play with this Aatrox.
And things started to fade to black. The fed Warwick is hungry. Yorick, why are you feeding? Come on, top lane, don't throw. You've got this big juicy lead. My teammates all rage at me, and now I've taken my LP. Feed the gold, led to
Nocturne's gonna catch me.
freeze it for eternity. His friends
Or
had
he
taught him
won't.
how to. The pros had taught him how to.
Where did he... Oh, he went to the... Okay, this is fine now.
He absorbed it.
Hey man, you should know what I'm doing, okay?
He said, they're bickering, they're raging, while they die in 5 mid.
Unfortunately, it's kind of like, you know,
Please tell me where it is, and
he's doing the Lord's work. Hello, Mike. Hello, my friend. Unfortunately, you are probably at the last match today. You see the last match. You're gonna have to go back and watch the first 3 on your own time. Isn't there also something like this? Okay.
Yorick farms like cavemen. Australopithecus like problems. Yorick farms like cavemen. Neanderthal like habits.
Okay. Let's watch this team fight. Wow. I like that this Aatrox is getting kills. You know what he bought? He bought this. Maybe I should get that too. Wow. Showing the way, man. Don't be lazy. Come on, Nidalee. Okay, they are lazy. It's fine. Are they, though? Okay. Shaco can't do it, right? I absolutely love blocking this off with the wall at the last seconds. You weren't here. Then somebody called Nidalee an NPC before, so that's why she's so mad. That's why she was so mad. Oh, sorry for killing the clone. Damn. Honestly, truthfully sorry. That's unlucky that we got caught there. It was kind of okay. Oh. You know, this Aatrox is just gonna spell the end for them. You know, isn't his ult called the World Ender or something like that? Are you 24 groups? Do you mean from 4 games? No, it's 4. So it might be... I'm definitely 4x4 First Blood Tower, I think. Oh, Aatrox. Come on, man. Didn't need to do that. How much armor does Nidalee have? What the F? Was my call to arms successful when I told them, hey guys, we win because of, you know, full AD team? Was that call to arms successful?
Yorick walks with
Oh,
show
interesting.
in hand.
Interesting area of effect here.
Through the
I haven't bought this in ages. I mean ages.
from dusty land, holding power
Hello, Kala Kane.
command. Farm the gold from creatures low, smashing skulls with his glow.
Okay.
Out of darkness made
I wonder if he does have TP, you know?
turning battle to
We don't have AA trucks, so if... No, don't go there, Nidalee. Come on. Please get away from there.
raise the dead and make a splash. In the chaos holds the stash. Farming
Nidalee, please. You don't need to go there. Oh, we will lose the Drake now. Is she watching the stream?
with each step. His
Where's Set?
shadow
Okay, they're gonna catch me.
wakes the restless from their beds.
Okay.
Silent whispers, whispers of the dead. Marching forward.
Oh. My bad as well. My bad as well.
ghastly crew. Yorick's path shining through. Bones will flourish, old and new. With his might, the land renewed. Yorick smash, raise the dead and make a splash. In the chaos holds the stash. Farming dreams that never crash.
What about Iceborne Gauntlet? I have that, my friend.
Beware your companions, telling you like it is. If you go to help them, you'll become trash and washed.
You are doing AA trucks. What Skarner was doing to you the other day. I don't remember. What was he doing? Oh, I baited him into a fight or something?
Yorick farm, Yorick goes to hell, gets distracted. Maybe it's deliberate,
He was feeding you. Oh, I'm feeding him.
telling you like it is. Clearly, you're the almanac of the
Yeah, I can't die here.
universe.
Hey, guys. My friends, listen to the map. Do not get caught. Do some kind of weird voodoo magic and don't get caught.
Yorick smash,
Well, I can't even TP
Yorick
now.
farm, Yorick goes to help, gets distracted.
You know, this is sadness. I don't know.
Smash, Yorick farm,
I can't protect the base
Yorick
anymore.
goes to help.
They might overreact to me pushing and they might not finish the Nexus here. Guys, you didn't need to fight there. My friends, you literally did not need to fight there. I can't recall. Damn. Oh, wow. unlucky.
Yorick smash, jungle lane. Yorick smash, no complaint. Yorick smash, towers break.
A little bit unlucky, I would say.
For the sake. Yorick smash, Yorick smash, Yorick smash.
Yeah, the enemy summoned the Mars bar. And I understand that the Mars bar is there, you know, it's the Baron, right? But, why are you, you know, getting it? Where's the, you know, where's the problem? Why are you getting it? They trolled big time, by the way. Shaco is right. Shaco is right.
Yorick smash, claim the fame. Yorick smash, Yorick smash, Yorick smash, Yorick smash, Yorick smash.
Oh, he was feeding me.
Yorick smash.
Hey, Jin. Why are you there? Why are you there, boy? Have to be careful about the Shaco, you know? Because he's gonna end the game.
Yorick smash, team fight on. Yorick smash, tower one. Yorick smash, strategy. Who man?
How long until these respawn?
Yorick's in the wrong place.
Is the size of this changed
He'll probably
based on... Okay, I'm gonna gamble that they are not gonna end now.
yes, who and more decays.
Yeah, I'm gambling, sorry, Nidalee.
He's feeding his ass off, and he didn't push top hard enough, and he didn't
Oh.
keep his teleport off, and he didn't
Yeah, probably my fault though, but I had to do it, I feel like.
the Yorick in the wrong place.
I think it's a good game to end the stream on.
The Yorick in the wrong place. The sup is saving him, yet he still hasn't learned a thing. Oh, and he's barren now.
Yeah. Can the wall interrupt Super Punch? Yes,
The Yorick in the
it can.
The Yorick in the wrong place. The Yorick in the wrong place. The Yorick in the wrong place. The Yorick
I was literally in the wrong place, but I hope you understand. I kind of thought that it's gonna be good timing to do that, you know, it's just, but this was a clear mistake, you know. This was a clear mistake. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream. I don't think I'll play one more game,
Skechers
just because I kind of started feeling like, oh, I'm starting to miss CS and stuff. So you're gonna have to go and watch the first games if you wanna, you know. if you wanna see more, you know. So yeah. Thanks for watching this, Rykel. Thanks for being here. Brax. You know. And it was a fun stream. I'm thinking that these health items are gonna be they are gonna be pretty good, you know. They are gonna be pretty good now. So yeah, 07, Brax, Rykel, Mike, Oscar, WCL, Doctor, Fraudcoin, Ahmed, Donald Leach, Herbert, TE, 69 Quato, Narcotic Taco, Alexis. Yeah, thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time. Oh, Twitch too. have to say goodbye to Twitch. Oh yeah, Barry, Jaime Donger, Maximus, Poetas, Shekko TV, TTV. Yeah, thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.
He put ransack in his room page. He absorbed it into his mind. He said, they're big.